Hello, I think a couple of days ago I saw on YouTube some of the musical fans blog I was watching. Those two blogs is my favorite YouTube channels who report mostly from the West End musical, but some of them are traveled to all the way to the Broadway. Anyway, they're talking about this new musical in London somewhere. I think they are talking about this particular musical based on the book called Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. This particular story, I got familiar with the movie, the film they made some time ago. I would say 2010 or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I already made a blog for that a while ago, a couple of years ago maybe. And so just because these musical bloggers telling me that this particular one is very, very good, this musical was very well made and they cried a lot, so I realized maybe I should watch this particular film again. And so I watched yesterday and I cried from on set, from the beginning. I don't remember I did cry from the beginning because the first time I watched the movie, I didn't know what's about, you know. I vaguely know that this is about a guy, you know, older guy, maybe 60-ish to 70-ish already, started to walk from south-west side of England to north-east side of England. And it took like 2 months to walk there. So, you know, the slowly, the why he decided to do that is divulged in the film. And but this time when I watched again, I already knew why he has to do that. So from the beginning, I started to cry. And well, spoilers a lot. This is about I think father and son relationship. He had the Jim Broadbent and apparently Wilton, a couple, and they had just one son. But in the beginning of the story, you don't know they have son or not, because no, definitely he wasn't there. And so, but as a film start to show, you know, slowly, I think, images of this particular son. You know, very cute, little, very smart. You know, he went to the Cambridge universities and everything, but he was, the son was afflicted with this drug culture. Because of that, he lost his son. And this is all about it. And this particular story is about that. And I start to cry when I started to see this film again for the second time, because I already knew why he decides to walk like that. Because he felt his inadequate life, that he couldn't save his own son, And that particular sequence is very, very moving. As you know, father and son has a very, very special bonding usually in any family, because father kind of expect the son to be great, smart, and successful in that. So yeah, all through this particular film, I just continuously, my tears came out from my eyes. And this particular musical, definitely it's gonna be a very successful musical, I would say. But come to think of it, this particular story, why it became a musical, it's very strange, because it's nothing to do with the song and dance, right? But yeah, people, I think that this particular author of this particular story, I think created a musical as well, and therefore they have this strong conviction, and yeah, this one's gonna be a good musical, appealing to the heart of family relationship. And so yeah, but that's one thing there. But also it struck me is that this behavior of walking, many people do the pilgrimage, and here and there, right, like Spain, there's a very famous pilgrimage, and also Japan has a very, very famous strong pilgrimage in Shikoku Island, and so forth. So this religious pilgrimage is something to do with that you want to do it, you just want to walk, because it's going to be meditative, and it's going to be life-changing events, and your convictions of purpose of your life. Yeah, so those things, I think a human being's mind, man's mind, I think the particular thing is very strong. Why do you have to walk? Just because you want to, I think, try to, I would say, by walking, it becomes like you're testing yourself in life, and with all kinds of difficulties, and testing yourself to combat that particular difficulty, to prove or to test yourself, probably in a pilgrimage that under God's watching. You want to prove yourself some kind of a worth living. So that's all about this particular walk. Of course, in a movie, the other interesting thing is that Jim Broadbent had very good acting in there. I already talked about it when I did video log a while ago, and Penelope Wilson had a tremendous acting chops in there too. And those things itself is, as a theater fan, it's worthwhile to watch this particular film. But something to do with this relationship of loss, of loved one, is very strong in this story. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to tell you that I watched for the second time the particular film, Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry, and I really, you know, felt devastated and enjoyed this particular film. So if you haven't watched this particular film, yeah, I think Canopy, I think it's available there. Some other platforms, I think it's also available. So yeah, bye.